We're going to talk about some things that are going to be coming up here in the next couple weeks. I haven't done too many of these, so I picked this up when it was $21 just to try it out. I did in one video back here on the edge, I did cut cardboard, believe twice with it. I'd have to go back and check. But I know that this portion of the blade up here is factory, it's untouched. Ontario's come, you know, they don't come with a bad feeling edge, so it's AUS 8A. We're going to go ahead and do a factory through when the edge plateaus test. It is not going to be a bunch of separate videos. They will all be done, and I will edit them all together for one video. So we will go start to finish all at one time. So this will be coming up. Curious to see how this particular one does. And even though I didn't bring my AUS 8 Rat 1 out, I am looking for either a loaner or I'm going to pick up a D2 Rat 1 and do a head-to-head Rat 1 versus Rat 1 D2 and AUS 8. See how that goes. We are also going to, be doing a kind of what I call a bread and butter steel shootout. Gerber uses 7CR17. This is the kettlebell. It has one edge on it. It hasn't been used. CRKT, they use 8CR13. This is the first edge I put on. Someone I know local to me did not like it and gave it to me. It does have some scratches and stuff on it. This will be getting done. It's going to be a three-way well, I can't do a four-way because I don't have any SOG that hasn't been sharpened, and I only have a couple, so I can't even include them. But it's going to be Gerber, CRKT, and I believe I'm going to use the Kershaw Eris. This has not had an edge put on it yet, but it has been cut with, so I will have to put an edge on it to keep it the same, to make sure that that everybody's working on edge number 1. These will all get done. They may not all get done at the same time, but they will also be put into one video, so you'll be able to get all the information at one time. So we have those two coming up. We're also going to do this one. These things regularly sell for around $21, especially when you catch them on sale. The 4116, like is in the Victorinox Swiss Army knives. I don't know how well I pick it up, but it is pretty sharp. It's rather coarse as well. Cold steel usually puts a good edge on their blade, and I have only used this back portion of the blade to just mess around with in the backyard, making some feather sticks and stuff, so I have a good amount of blade here in the front to do just like the Utilitac 2. We're going to do a factory edge through when does that plateau and what kind of performance can you expect from 4116 on a $21 knife. And I actually like this knife. I don't think it's as good as the original version that had more of a curved handle on it with a similar blade shape, but I do still like this one. It is solid. It's not terribly heavy. It's not terribly expensive. This was my favorite one to look at out of the clip point Tonto and the sport version or whatever they call it this is, so we're going to do this one also. Get some of this get some of this budget steel done and see how they actually do. How do they stack up? Are they good? Are they not good? You know, is 8CR13, is it acceptable? Is it okay? You know, maybe it'll suit, who knows, maybe it'll do better than I think it's going to do. Then again, it could do pretty bad. You know, it's to be seen so far. And just like with the others, I will do them until they don't give any more performance, or, you know, it falls within that 10% that we're talking about. So these are definitely coming up. And we also have something else coming up. And I don't exactly know how to word this, but I have a series of 6 videos on sharpening this, running the test, getting the results, and in the end, it ended up with a 97 or 90, high 90% increase, like Steve mentioned on his video last night. He did the DPX test in D2 made by Lion Steel, and although it far outperformed the Civivi, oddly enough, it had a 95% increase, I believe, from the beginning to the end. And I have some stuff I haven't posted yet, and there's a pattern forming here. D2 in particular, I'm noticing, and Steve has also, because of fatigued or burn edges, however you want to look at it, however you want to argue the side, it's a real thing. There's a definite pattern. I've seen it in a few knives now. So some things have been said about this, not specifically about the way I did the test, but why it shouldn't be that way. So it's already on the way. I have a Statera coming. I went online, I found one, I bought it. It's on the way to me, should be here this week. I'm going to go ahead and document that one also. Same way. And I only did this one the way I did to show the progression. But in light of what happened, I apologize in advance. There'll be as many sharpenings as it takes to plateau the Statera. There'll be that many videos. I will post them much faster, so you don't have to go, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 days watching the same knife, cutting cardboard over and over and over again. I'll do them all as much as I can this next weekend coming, back to back to back, and get it posted. And I'm guessing that it's going to be in the 5 sharpenings neighborhood, and that it will fall squarely between 90 and 100% of a gain from start to finish. So that is also coming up. I may get some of the other stuff I talked about at the beginning of the video done during the week this week and get some of it posted. But this is definitely not this particular knife, because this one's going to Kurt this week. This won't even be here. When the other Civivi comes, it's getting done as well, because I'm curious and I want to see. And enough other people that I talk to that have channels are also curious, and they want to see also. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. So if there's anything you'd like to see that I haven't tested, maybe a budget, you know, it doesn't matter if it's a budget steel. You know, maybe an S35, whatever. If I have it, let me know down below. I'll be glad to get it out and run some tests with it and let you guys know how it does. But I'm excited about the other Civivi coming and how the performance is going to be. And I'm also glad that the Statera was in stock, because it is a totally different blade shape, blade grind. I know it's thicker behind the edge, so maybe that'll change a little bit of how it actually performs, because this one is rather thin, and that could have possibly had something to do with it, but that's neither here nor there at this point. So that's what's coming up. If there's something you want to see, let me know down below. Any other ideas, anything else you want to see, let me know down below. And as always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.